What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Right off the back, I want you guys to smash that like, smash that subscribe icon because you guys are really going to help out the channel grow faster. So hit that up and then just let me know in the comment section what do you guys think throughout this video. Right off the back, I want to jump into this video and really talk to you guys and break down to you guys what 6 things all managers should have to become a better leader and really to increase productivity within the shop. So number 1, communication. Communicate your goals clearly. So this is something I talked about in the previous video. You can find here in the top right corner, where ultimately communication will set you apart from the peers and set you apart really from everybody else, because you as a manager have to communicate the goals and the productions and what you need to do to accomplish for the week, the month, the day, in general. If you can't communicate your skills or you can't communicate what needs to be done appropriately, nobody's going to understand what needs to be done, and at the end of the day nothing is going to get done. You're going to get frustrated, your workers are going to get frustrated, and your bosses are going to get frustrated. So you need to be very well communicated, and you need to be able to communicate whatever needs to be done. So that's number 1. Number 2, be the face of the store or the office. So in this one in particular, it's something that I've seen quite a bit of an issue for most aspects. When it comes to manager, if you walk into Starbucks or anything like that, usually the manager is the one that's, you can see them walking them around the back, but they're the one that usually the first one to greet the customers. So that is something that I always call key when it comes to you working at McDonald's, Starbucks, or any type of thing specifically. When you have a bakery or something that you have customers coming in and purchasing things from the actual store, you need to be the face of the store. You need to be seen at all time, and ultimately you need to be the one dealing with customers. You know, you don't need to manage the actual cash. You know, you don't need to manage the handling of anything, but you need to be the one greeting the customers. You need to be the one interacting with customers, asking about the day and stuff like that. Because to me, whenever ultimately a manager or even anybody that works at that place asks me how my day is and really try to get to know me, it attracts me to come back again. So it's something you guys need to be very aware of. But also number 2 is be the head of, or the face of the office. This is something that I see a lot of people fail at, because you know, cubicles are very easy to get lost on, specifically when you can just sit behind your computer and kind of hide there the whole day. You as being the manager or really being the general manager of the floor, you need to be able to step out of your cubicle, check on people, see how they do it they're doing, because some people might be struggling, whether it's financially, emotionally, or just the personal aspect of life. And if you take the time of your day to go check on those individuals, I guarantee you that productivity for that day is going to be much higher than if you are just sat in your cubicle for the rest of the day. So number 3, be available to assist your workers with hard work or with any challenging type of work. So what does this mean? This in particular is something that I'm all about. This is something I do all the time. But if you are a manager or general manager of a store, whatever it is that you are leading, when you have people underneath you, you have to be able to do the work. No matter how difficult the work is, if you task a work out someone, you should be able to do it yourself. And if you're doing it yourself, you may not be as perfect as the workers that you have because of their skill set and whatnot, but you should be able to go in, assist them, and provide them a kind of an outside mindset type of situation. Because if you don't take time to actually approach a challenge, and you can see your workers are struggling to get through the actual thing, you need to go to see them. You need to try to work things out and give them ideas per se. It might be incorrect ideas, but at least the fact that you tried bring them mind kind of opening a little bit, and they will be more appreciative of you, more respectful of you, and really they're gonna notice that you were there for them, and then you're not thinking about just firing them because they couldn't get the task done. So this is one of the key aspects of things. You need to be there whenever in time of needs, and not just kind of sit on your own somewhere. Number 4, take blame for the packages or customers' deliveries were not done properly. If you're a manager, or even if you lead a team and you know your team has some sort of hiccup and you can't deliver the product that you pretty much got hired to do, or you can't deliver the goods and services that you pretty much providing in a given time or a given date, you as a manager, you as a leader need to take that responsibility to make that phone call and be like, hey, I am sorry sir, ma'am, for whatever reason we are not able to actually deliver this product at this time due to some of this and this. So this is something that will benefit you in so many ways, because at that point, when even if your team does not hear you, but they find out, because people always find out, if they find out later on that you took the extra step to take that guidance of making that phone call for them, so they didn't have to be the face of the company, they didn't have to hear all the negative customer batching and all those things, You are the one they're gonna respect, and they're gonna work twice as faster and twice as much more for you. So keep that in mind, guys. Do what is right and take charge when it comes to things that needs to be take charge, not just giving orders to give orders. So number six, oh, I'm sorry, number five, be in constant communication with the bosses. So what does this mean? So I get it, if you're the owner of the actual store, you are the general manager, you are the bosses. But in this case, for example, is if you have senior manager office, so you have VPs and all those guys above you, when you work for a big company or corporation, that is when communication with the higher up is absolutely key. Now we all want to keep them out of pretty much our behinds per se, but it's absolutely key for you to stay in communication with them at all time, because if there's something going on that changes at the last minute that they went on a meeting for that you're not aware of and you're not in constant communication with them, your whatever you're producing or whatever services you're providing at the given time may already become obsolete. That means that when you come back to report to them, they're gonna be like, we already tasked this out someone else, so this has already been terminated. So in other words, you make yourself look bad and you're wasting your workers' time, and this is something which absolutely just don't do it, guys. So number six, fully understand the company's plan, task ahead. So there's always going to be some sort of plan that's going to be laid out. You guys need to be able to maintain that plan at all time. Now that plan can be ultimately short-term goals, long-term goals, or any sort of goal in general that can lead to business to or success. Some of the time the bosses really lay down plans for the future of the company and goals that they really realistically want to achieve down the road. And this, you as a manager, will help you kind of shape your workers and shape really your production as to what needs to be done in order for you to be successful within the company. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, so I really want to thank you all for your time. If you made this far in the video, thank you, guys are the VIPs. Alright, have a wonderful day, thank you.
2017.